Hello, my dear. Today we will discuss the question of why, in addition to seminars, students need to go through the group and individual rituals. And in general, why we need magic objects, talismans and amulets. An interesting topic. Yes, this is a very important topic. And if you really want to change your life and benefit from seminars, then let's now consider this issue in more detail. I think you know that our seminars are divided into two types. There are city classes and field retreats to places of power. For city seminars, we usually choose the strongest place in the city and hold classes there that last for 1 or 2 days. And during regional seminars, as a rule, we leave town and hold classes in sacred places of power in order to be cleansed and be filled with energy as quickly as possible. Have you been to retreats? You know that we are very quickly filled with a state that we need at this stage of our development. Let's not make a secret out of the fact that students come to our school to solve issues and problems that they cannot solve in any other way. Now, please think about your life right now. When exactly did you start walking along this spiritual path? Why did you come to your first seminar? Why did you need help? Why did you want to change your life? Most likely, my darling, you are not satisfied with something that happened to you before the seminar. The level of problems you want to solve largely depends on the amount of energy you need to invest in it. Do you understand? That is, the bigger the problem, the more power is needed to solve it. For example, there is this issue. A woman is making unsuccessful attempts to find her soulmate or wants harmony in her current relationship. Maybe her partner has bad habits or she can't get along with her in-laws. Or take, for example, another situation. When there is a problem at work or difficulty with communication, something that needs to be changed. For example, you want a higher salary or a different job. Or maybe you want to spend less time at work and travel more. Of course, this is a good goal, but how to achieve it? Or another situation, a woman has problems because she has taken out a huge loan and cannot pay it back. There are plenty of similar situations and problems, and they are all resolved when you come to our seminar. And if necessary, through group rituals, the situation is resolved even faster when several students solve the same problem at once. This is just amazing. Don't you think? The next thing I need to tell you is that our students have such problems as, for example, difficulty in selling some real estate. A woman comes to our seminar, and the issue is resolved in just a few days. This really happens all the time. And there are other situations. For example, one woman came looking for help for her adult daughter, who could not find happiness. In such matters, my dear, individual work is needed. Individual work that will help solve your situation exactly. Do you understand? Because, I'll tell you a secret, we always divide the problems people come up with into two types. Those solved in group rituals, and those that require individual approaches. It depends on the level of power that a person needs to gain. Do you understand? If you want your issue to be resolved quickly in a group ritual, you need to contribute more than anyone else, and then you will get more power. That is, you donate a bigger sum, free up more space inside yourself, and get more energy than everyone else to solve your situation. Or, there is another option, when you can invite other women to this rite or maybe to the seminar itself. And then your efforts bring you a lot more energy thanks to all those women you have invited or brought to the seminars. You get the energy and power to solve your specific situation. Can you imagine that? That's exactly how it works. And besides the fact that you're attending a seminar filled with energy, you can also solve issues that are bothering not only you or not just 1 or 2 people, but many. This is a group rite. You can take part in this by getting together to solve that very problem that unites all of you. Also, during the group ritual, you will definitely receive a recommendation to purchase a talisman or an object of power, through which the teacher will help you in the future. That is, the power of the right will be stored in that object of power. Do you understand? You will receive this talisman during the ritual, and it will possess the concentrated energy and power of the ritual that you personally need. That's why at group rites, you always get a magic talisman that will serve you afterwards. And it is necessary to take this magical amulet with you, and through it, to have a connection with a teacher and with the power that you've received. The magic talisman will help you keep this energy for a long time, for you and your family, and for solving all your questions. Please take it with you. Keep it at home, and you can even give it to someone else special. It depends on the recommendations you get from the master. Your personal amulet adjusts itself to you because a spirit lives within it, a spirit that is specially placed there by the shaman conducting that rite. Do you understand? Such objects are consecrated in places of power, and the spirits of these objects will help their owners. Each participant of the rite will have their own magic item. At this seminar, you will easily see that you can attract the magic item you need, which will help you, which you may not have known of before. When you see your magic object of power, you encounter a spirit that just stops you and attracts you to it. Please note that when you come to our seminar, you will see this magic item in front of you. You may be offered a few to choose from, and you will feel that it is your item that kind of looks directly at you, kind of attracts you. That is how one of our students appeared, just magically. She recently came to our seminar and said, "I came into the seminar room and saw that there is one talisman lying on the table. And I asked the teacher in surprise, 'Why is there only one? Usually you bring a lot of talismans and amulets, but this time only one.' The teacher smiled and said, 'My dear, there are a lot of objects here. You just must take a closer look.' Olga closed her eyes, then opened them again and saw that there were really a lot of objects of power. But before that, she had seen only one, only her own object. Can you imagine? It's a miracle. That's what can happen sometimes. The teacher, of course, immediately handed her this magical talisman. This was her object of power, which would protect her and help not only her, but her entire lineage. And what happened next when the student brought the object home? She suddenly stopped quarreling with her husband and with her mother. Although before that, they'd constantly fought almost every day. Just that talisman was at home. She didn't do anything special, but all her relatives began to smile, rejoice, and support her. However, they had always met her classes with hostility, and in general, completely condemned all her hobbies. Imagine such a great miracle happened, and it can happen to you too. You may not understand how a charged magical item will work. Only the teacher can know it. And if the teacher tells you that this object is meant for you, please take it with you. This is your spirit helper, your angel and a protector, who will attract a special power of luck and help in all matters. Spirits live in those objects of power, which will give you special states, and there are very many of them. Please, accept this power for yourself. Perhaps you have a question about where to get so much money to take all these magic objects, to go through all the rituals and recommendations. I'll tell you what, these objects, when they become yours, will attract much more energy into your life, including financial resources. Another one of our students, on her teacher's advice, decided not to take out a bank loan to buy an apartment in a small town in an unfashionable neighborhood, something she could afford, and instead, She took part in a rite for good luck, using the object of power where a spirit lived. And what happened? Thanks to the energy she received, she moved to the capital city and bought the apartment she dreamed of all her life. And now she lives there happily and is very grateful to the teacher who gave her such a recommendation, the seminar and the talisman. Do you understand? She is very grateful that she did not take this rash step. And now she is absolutely free. She has no loans and no debts. She went to Europe with a light heart and stayed there. So that's how, my dear, seminars, rituals, and magical talismans help you, just as they helped our student to change her destiny. My dear, thanks to the seminars, the rituals, and magical objects, you will also have a large influx of energy, power, money, and other miracles that will begin to happen to you immediately. Good luck to you, my darling. See you soon at our seminars. You will definitely succeed. We believe in you and will help you in all of your affairs. God be with you.